The sun has faded, Winona, but do not fear. It's time to turn on the light on Westmark Cable Studio 6. But beware, your worst comedy nightmares are about to come true, as live we present Light at Night.
So, what'd you guys think about the show last week?
It was good. I liked it.
Hey guys,
Look who's here. Jeez!
what's up? What are you guys up to?
Talking about the show.
Sitting around rapping.
Now that you mention that, now that Al's not around, tell me what you guys really think about the new show.
It was good. I thought it was great. You know, the response and everything from everybody else was really good.
The response was good?
Yeah.
Yeah, the show was pretty good, but I mean, think about it. Stop for a second and think about it. Don't you think this is one big ego trip for Al? I mean, face it, look around, look on the wall behind you, the desk, the set over here, everywhere you see, Light at Night, huh?
Oh, you
That's
know,
pretty big ego.
now that you mention it, I guess it is a bit conceited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought about it before, but now that I do, what an ego. Jeez, who the hell does he think he is?
I don't know, AJ.
Really?
What do you guys think?
And Jason,
Jim, looks like the video camera is hooked up, the microphone is hooked up. I think our secret surveillance camera in the studio is all set to go.
Well, let's give it a test run now.
Let's give it a test run. I'm going to turn the TV on. Fingers crossed. Takes a while for this TV. Nothing blew up.
Hey, we're doing
This
it pretty
TV
good.
takes a while to warm up. Let's hope we have. There it is.
Hey.
An overhead camera. Hey, there they all are. They're in the studio. The crew is. And I think they're talking about me, Jim. What are they saying about me?
He's so keeping the spotlight.
he's so gross. I mean, he just
What's
bugs
that red
me.
light
He
doing
thinks
out there?
everything's for himself. What is
Oh no, what have I started? Al's hand was spiral.
Well, you know, I don't care what any of you guys say. I happen to like the new show. In fact, I love it.
What?
And I'm going to give 110% to put it forth in this show. You want to know why? Because I think Al is a great guy, and he deserves it. He deserves it.
What are you saying?
You're an idiot.
Hold it, everybody. I heard what you all had to say. It was very enlightening. I have a little secret surveillance camera and microphone attached in my office. We just fired it up. And let me just tell you something, people. There better be some attitude adjustments around here, and right quick. You know, I could have you all replaced with 8th graders. Monkeys could do your jobs. All right? Now, the only exception is Mr. Sheesby here. I heard what he had to say, and this man is a shining example for all of you. You people could learn something from a great employee like this. All employers should be as lucky to have a man like this. Shees, after tonight's show, I want you to talk to me about a raise, okay?
Oh, my pleasure, boss. My pleasure. Live from Studio 6. Turn on the light, Winona. It's time for Late Night!
Westmark Cable Studio 6 presents Light at Night, starring your host, Al Light, and co-starring me, your announcer, Jill Hansel. And featuring the light-headed players Eric, not Dan Blocker Haas, Linnell, Masters and Johnson, Matt, the Sleaze, Sheesby, AJ, not Chickens, Hawkins, and Heather, I Like Leather, Logan. On tonight's edition of Light at Night, musical bands The Whales and Irrational Fraction. Comedy sketches entitled Holly's Home Tips and Dear AJ. Matt Sheesby goes to WSU and SMC to find out students' New Year resolutions. Phone calls around town, plus the Studio 6 crew wheel and a top 10 list. All this and much, much more. Now, a man who wakes up in the morning will act looks in the mirror and screams almost as loud as we do when we look at him. Your host for Light at Night, Al Light.
Welcome to this, our second edition of the Talk of Winona. Number two, dos. What is it in other languages?
Duh. That's French.
Duh is French?
Yeah, duh. That's moronic.
Anyway, reviews are in from our premiere show, and the consensus is Al Light, yes, the consensus is Al Light is the weirdest dork in the town of Winona after the first show. Things went really well. We got a lot of good reaction from the first show, so we're coasting this week. You might as well turn it on to something else. Monday Night Football on tonight? No!
And Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Get
yeah, we're
Smart.
competing with Get Smart now. We're doomed. Get Smart just starts on Nickelodeon
Click,
the
click,
time we start our show. You can hear the clicking all over. Danielle,
Smart,
we don't care. They watch or they don't watch. There's nothing we can do about it, Danielle, right?
You have a choice?
Well, all right. They're all turning over to Get Smart. Danielle's exactly right. Had an exciting weekend. A really nice weekend. I actually had a very nice date, and it was a first date with a woman. I know, it's hard to believe. But I go out, and it's one of those first dates, and you're trying to impress her and everything. And we're at the restaurant, and we're looking over the menu, and trying to impress her, I say, would you like me to order for both of us? And she goes, she just didn't cooperate. I hate when first dates don't cooperate. I say, would you like for me to order for both of us? And she goes, no, that's okay. I can yell at the speakerphone just as well as you can. So.
Oh, man.
Jim was a little early with the cart. Did you notice that time? Our audio man, we shall go have him flogged later. Actually, though, I don't know how you feel about this, and maybe we get the comments of the crew. I was actually asked out by a woman.
What?
Now, do you guys have a problem with a woman asking a man out?
It's the 90s.
I mean, it's the 90s. I don't see anything wrong with that. And it was kind of a touching, beautiful moment. She looked at me with great eye contact, directly in my eyes, and she said, Al, out. So I got asked out. Oh, you're right on that time, Jim. Good job. Good job. Good job. Anyway, let's get something worth looking at out here. Ladies and gentlemen, our announcer for the show, my co-host, the lovely Jill, Hansel, and Gretel. Hi, Jill. Have a seat, flip on a mic. They're playing your theme music.
Good.
It's a little swing jazz. Kind of sounds like that Star Wars bar scene.
Like rap.
Yeah. I like
Al, I
it.
think I moved up a little bit. I'm your co-host now instead of just the announcer.
Well, you've always kind of been a co-host.
I
Jill.
have?
Yeah.
Wait till I tell Dave.
I mean, your official title is announcer, but you hear and we bounce things off from, and sometimes you even say something witty now and then.
Do I?
Yeah.
When was that?
Do you ever remember an instance?
We got it back in the tape logs of 87.
87? She
I wasn't even here in
in
87, Matt.
You were
Got
here
ya.
in spirit.
That's why it was so funny.
Oh,
Jill,
thanks, man.
who's going to win the Super Bowl? We heard Shees
Raiders.
and Bodra and I. Raiders? Mm-hmm. An AFC team winning the Super Bowl?
No way.
Bo
Way off
Jackson.
there. Oh.
Bo.
You pick by your heart a lot, don't you, Jill?
I like Bo.
The Raiders
I like
have
the
a
Raiders.
chance. The Raiders have a chance.
Buffalo will choke like they always do.
Well, I picked the Raiders too, but I'm very iffy on that one.
They'll
I've been
choke.
in all the playoff games. I've only gotten one wrong thus far.
What a
We'll see
genius.
how I do this week. Thank you.
Of course, I didn't really mean that, though, Al.
And your weekend, other than men yelling at you and throwing snowballs at your windows, or don't we want to talk about that?
Well, if you want to.
How was your weekend? You can
Good.
talk about whatever you want as far as your weekend.
Went and seen Misery, the Stephen King movie.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I
It was
like
a little
Rob
long.
Reiner as a director. A little long. You
Yeah.
got bored. You fall asleep.
No, not fall asleep, but it was a little long after a while.
Who'd you go see it with, Jill?
A friend of mine,
A friend of yours? What was his name?
Regal.
Wasn't me, Al.
It wasn't his then. That was one.
me.
It wasn't Danielle. Yeah, usually
No.
you're out with Danielle every
I
night.
know. We were out Friday
bad-mouthing your
night.
boss. Jill, we got to move over to the other set because I want to make a phone call.
To who?
We'll find out. Let's
All
move
right.
over to the other desk. We have some music to fill time. We're going to make a little phone call here, and we're going to call. You know, I was thinking, Jill, and see
Again?
if your thoughts agree. I know, it's amazing. I've been thinking a lot.
Scary.
But if everyone in the world would become more friendly with their neighbor next door, wouldn't this be a much more wonderful place to live?
No.
Why not?
Why would you want to know your neighbors?
Well, I mean, if
Make peace in the world.
yeah.
I don't want to know my neighbors.
You're a-
Nice
You know, when we did the Talk of Winona, Jill, you always painted me as a mean person. The truth be known, you're the mean person.
Yeah.
The real truth comes out now. It's
The real
light
truth
at
comes
night
out.
now.
Well, I don't care what Jill says. I think we should all make an effort to get to know our neighbors better. If everyone would go across the street to their neighbor and shake their hand and wish them love, peace, and harmony, this would be a wonderful world. I don't care
No,
what
they
you
would
say.
think you were weird.
We're going to start it
Out
off
of your mind.
right here, and somewhere
What are you doing?
Somewhere I have the phone number for the Clark gas station, which is right across the street from us. What did I say?
Class.
Class station? Well, class, gas, whatever. We got to get permission to. They don't know we're calling, so we have to get permission
This
to
is
call
a
them.
surprise, Al.
This is a surprise phone. Whoops,
Boy,
I already
they're gonna be
misdialed. At least I
surprised.
caught myself this
Misdial
time
once
before I did
again.
it. I got to get their permission and.
They're raising their prices.
Heather, turn on the external camera and we can see the Clark gas station from here. There it is. Hi, this is Al Light from Westmark Cable across the street. We're doing a live television show right now. Do you mind if I put your voice on the air? Just say yes. Let us talk to you over the air. We just want to say hi. We're trying to get to know our neighbors better. Can I put you on the air? Okay, he says I can put him on the air. Thanks a lot for talking to us. A big hand.
Yay!
What is your name, sir?
Randy,
Randy. How long
Hi,
you been,
Randy.
How long you been working at the Clark gas station?
about a year and a half.
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
Tell them to wave, Al.
And I know this has nothing to do with your fault. It's happening to gas stations all across the country, but today was kind of a dark day. We've prices skyrocketed today on the eve of the deadline of the Iraqi crisis, didn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
How bad did gas go up there today?
We haven't gone up at all yet.
You haven't gone. Oh man, I'm coming and filling up.
Fill them up.
I see some stations have gone up 11 cents.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Well-
I don't think we'll go up tonight either. So.
Well, we thought it would be a good idea to get to know everybody and be more friendly with our neighbor. Would you mind just going over to the door, and we have a camera sticking out our door, and just wave to us? Try to show us
You'll
some
be on
friendliness.
TV, Randy. Come
Give
on.
us a little wave, Randy.
See me?
Just come out to the door
No,
there and give us
can't
a little
see you.
wave.
Come on, Randy. Randy, Randy.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. Randy's a good guy. I
Oh,
can
there
tell
he is.
already.
There he is.
All right, Randy. Randy, you still on the phone there now?
Yeah?
You want to do one more favor for us?
What's that?
We're going to have you put the phone down, go outside, make a snowball, see if you can nail our door from there.
You're serious?
I'm
Come
serious.
on, Randy. Woo!
Just come on out and make a snowball. Yeah, I see you have a pile over by the air pump of snow. See if you hit the. I tell you what, do you have cable at home, Randy?
Yeah.
If you can hit the door, I'll give you a free month of movie service. All right?
Okay, if I break the window, I get a bill, though.
If you break the door, I probably lose my job. So you're safe. I don't think you can throw that good, Randy, unless you Nolan Ryan by any chance.
Oh.
Put the phone down, give it a try. We'll watch.
Okay.
Come on, Randy.
Randy.
Woo!
Very nice gentleman.
Very nice,
Very
Al.
nice.
There he goes. Come on, Randy.
He's
Come
coming
on,
out.
Randy.
Sharp-looking guy,
Come on,
Joe.
Randy.
Should get
Trying
his
to
phone
set me
number.
up or what?
Good.
Be
There he
quiet.
is. He's making a snowball.
Okay, here he goes.
Here's the pitch. He's winging it. Oh, he was wide. Too bad.
The wall.
Oh, man, that was too bad. Let's cut back to the camera. Is he going back to the phone so we can say goodbye?
Okay.
Randy, thanks a lot. We're sorry you missed, but maybe we'll call next week and give you another shot at it.
Oh, whatever.
Whatever. You normally work Monday nights, Randy?
Every night, yeah.
Every night?
Every Monday night, actually.
Okay. Well, we're trying to get to know our neighbors better. All right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Thanks, Randy. Very
Bye,
nice
Randy.
gentleman. Randy over at the Clark gas station. Have we converted you, Jill?
To what?
Calling your neighbor across
No.
the street.
He didn't hit the side
Yeah,
of the
but he
building.
was very friendly. We got to know him. We've made a friend tonight, Jill.
You might have embarrassed him. He'll never speak to you again.
Oh,
He'll be suing you,
Listen,
getting a doctor.
Gimpy.
You're getting a
We'll get a
doctor's
shot
bill.
later on.
from,
Mike,
Randy
how
across
did
the
that
street.
accident happen, Mike? Well, we'll get a shot and talk about it a little bit later. Where are we going to here? Let's see, we called the Clark gas station. I've talked to you. I think it's time for an ad break. So
Is
we're going
it?
to start the big show.
All right.
Let's do it. We're going to take a commercial timeout. When we come back, lots on tonight's show. You don't want to miss any of it, okay? We'll continue with Light at Night right after this. Man.
Hi, I'm Eric Haas, light-headed player on Studio 6's Light at Night. You know, I never used to look this good. In fact, a couple of months ago, I looked like this. Horrible, overweight, disgusting. But now, this. The plan was easy. Thanks to Ultra Slim Fit, all I did was have one delicious shake for breakfast and then one for lunch. Delicious? This stuff tastes like crap! You pay me enough to... That's it. And to wear this fake chest plate? Forget it. That's it. I am out of here. Forget it.
Slim Fit. Give us a week. We'll lose the fat. It tastes like crap.
One-fifth of all adults in Minnesota have trouble functioning in their daily living because they cannot read. In fact, according to a literacy survey done in 1993, one-half of all adults nationwide may not have the basic skills they need.
Any adult who reads or writes below the 12th grade level, or
any adult who needs to learn basic math, writing, and reading skills can be tutored in a Minnesota literacy project.
Over 100 projects are running statewide. More than likely, there's a project near you.
Last year, Minnesota literacy projects reached over 18,000 adults. Even though the number is great, it's still just a fraction of the people we need to reach.
For more information on adult literacy classes, call the Winona Literacy Program at 454-9450.
Every year, dozens of motorists in Minnesota are involved in accidents with snowplows. The Minnesota Department of Transportation wants to make sure you aren't just another statistic this winter. Here are some safety tips to help you avoid an accident. Keep your distance and reduce your speed when driving near a snowplow. And when in doubt, stay back. Pass a snowplow only when the coast is clear. Remember, give them a break. Don't crowd the plow.
Jill, let's do our top 10 list and get on with the big show tonight. How does that sound?
All right, let's do the top 10 list.
Let's do the top 10
list. Out of time.
Our category is top 10 other Iraqi deadlines. Of course, tomorrow is the big deadline for Iraq, and you know, this show is usually comical and funny and all that fun stuff. I understand at Winona State University tomorrow, they are all wearing black to promote peace.
Yep.
Which is a nice sentiment. We're all hoping for
tomorrow
peace.
Night, midnight, deadline.
One thing everyone can agree on is we would like peace. So that's what's happening over at Winona State. Let's get back to the nonsensical nonsense. Tomorrow's a big deadline for Saddam Hussein, and he has some other deadlines we found out about, and we have the top 10 right here. Once again, the top 10 other Iraqi deadlines. Number 10, renew subscription to Soldier of Fortune magazine by the 20th. Number 9, pay the gas bill. Nerve gas, that is.
Oh. Nerve gas.
Hit it again, Jim.
Nerve gas.
Time out. We don't have a mic to get in there. I was going to go in and slap him alongside the head. We rehearsed that.
Let me do it.
Jim, you should be ashamed of yourself. He
I'll
is.
slap him for you, boy.
Thanks, Cheese. Number 8.
Brown noser.
Make semi-annual change of smoke alarm battery. Number 7. Check life insurance for ass-kicking clause.
Al, you swore on the air.
I'm quoting President Bush here. If he can
He
say
said
it,
that?
I can say it. Number
I
6,
don't
you
know.
gotta start reading the papers, Hansel. Number
I
6.
do read the paper.
Russian tanks due back in Lithuania by Friday.
Oh.
We ready to slap up Jim yet? Go get him.
Get him, Matt.
Jim will never make that mistake
Ooh,
again.
ow, ow.
We love you, Jim. Don't worry about it. Where are we up to? Number 5? Here we go. Big breath. Number 5. Negotiate no hostility agreement for Saturday, January 19th so he can watch Sergeant Slaughter kick tail when he orders a Royal Rumble on Westmark Cable. A pay-per-view World Wrestling Federation extravaganza that you can order by simply calling 452-6040 during business hours and enjoying all the pro wrestling excitement.
Al, are you still alive?
I'm here.
Okay.
Number 4, mail-in
lightheaded.
Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes by January 21st. Hope for chance to appear on The Tonight Show. Number 3, remember to set VCR timer for 7 p.m. taping of MacGyver. AJ.
MacGyver? What's the
AJ
AJ
loves
thing?
MacGyver. Number 2, deliver a Rocky Chemical Pizza to Israel in 30 minutes or the next one's free.
Free, woo.
And the number 1, a Rocky deadline. Pay cable bill or face disconnection. There we have it, our top 10 list. Woo!
What do we got coming up here, Al? Come
We're
on,
ready
let's
for the
roll
show.
right along.
We're
Let's
rolling
not be
right
over.
along. We'll be way over anyways.
Are we again?
We have with us a beautiful housewife who's come in, and Jill, could you use some practical, helpful tips for around home and in your life as general?
Oh, I think so. I can do a little more homemaking in my life.
Okay, well, that's what we're going to do right
Jill?
here. As with us, I know it is a surprise.
Don't
As
tell
with
anyone.
us is none other than Holly Homemaker to give us some useful, practical home tips. Holly Homemaker,
Holly, woo!
are you there? Come on in, Holly Homemaker. Come on in. Oh, Holly, that's a nice little whatever you're wearing.
What are you
there.
wearing, Holly? What is that?
This is my dress. I just made it just special for the show.
You made that yourself.
Oh, great.
A lot of time on the sewing machine, I can imagine.
A lot of time, but I enjoy homemaking.
As usual, Holly, on this show, we're running over and running late, so let's get right to it. Give us some practical household hints. Where are we starting here?
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like to start with those cold winter months and how when you were a child, your mother always made you put the scarf around your nose and your face, you know, and that was just to keep the cold air from staying out of your lungs.
I hated wearing them, but my mother made me.
But the worst thing about it is all the lint from the scarf and everything can get in your nose and get in your mouth and get down into your lungs, and that can be very, very possibly be very dangerous to your health.
Well, I could understand that. You wouldn't want lint and stuff hanging around your lungs.
And so in order to take
Your
care
solution?
of that, we have some Vaseline, and everybody has a bottle of Vaseline.
This will
sitting around
prevent
the house.
lint from getting into the body
Oh,
while wearing
gracious,
a scarf.
Yes, definitely.
Well, see, this is useful,
See?
practical. Isn't this great, Jill?
And what you do
Let's see what she can do here.
is, oh, goodness.
That's
Take
okay.
some Vaseline intensive
All
care
you do
lotion.
is you take this and you put it all around your face like
okay,
this.
okay.
Oh,
Helps prevent chafing too, I imagine.
Oh, yes, it's very
Dual
good for you.
purpose.
And so all you do is you put a real heavy layer just like this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I got
And then
that
you
now.
take the scarf
Mm-hmm.
and you put it over your face like this.
Oh, I see, and it's going to stick to the Vaseline and not get into your lungs.
And everything just sticks just like that.
Let's take a look.
So when you take it out,
I see.
all of this
Okay.
just like so.
You know, health, safety and health is not always pretty, is it?
Oh, no. No,
Would
but
you like
you
to
can
clean
always
up a
take
little
care
bit?
of that. Oh, thank you so much.
We have some paper towels.
So much. Okay.
What else do you have for us tonight, Holly?
Well, another thing that I'd like to talk about, you know, everybody goes on their little vacations, you know, you get to take the family trips.
Mm-hmm.
You know how sometimes you're in a hurry and you just forget that, you just always have to forget that you have the iron along. And sometimes you just want your shirt to be nice, cleanly pressed like this. And so
You're on vacation,
And
you
you
don't
don't
have
have
an
the
iron.
iron.
You're going to show us a way to press a shirt while,
yes,
say, in your hotel room
But
or
first of all,
whatever.
I'm really sorry, but I kind of forgot my shirt at home. And would you
shirt.
happen to have a nice, a wrinkled shirt
Well,
that I could take care of?
Let me help you.
I do have a shirt, but you know, Jill and I get our wardrobes from Maurice's every Monday night here, and we'd like to thank them for that. They do a nice job.
Looking good, Al.
In fact, I say we're looking hot.
I think so, Al.
But
Much
anyway,
improved.
they gave us an extra shirt, but this is a $300 shirt. You're not going to do anything to damage it, are you?
Oh, no. These are very practical
Okay,
hints
well, just
here,
it's
okay?
my butt if you do anything
And
to this
in
shirt.
every hotel room, they always have some type of a book, and a lot of times it's a Bible. But I just took my Fran Tarkington book, okay?
Fran.
And what you do is you put the book right on top of the shirt, like so,
Uh-huh.
and you just sit on it.
And you press it
and
by
the
sitting
heat,
on the book.
The heat presses it, definitely.
Uh-huh.
And then you just keep moving the book from one to the other. And I seem to, here we go. And sometimes they only have the very little Bibles, you see. And so what you need to do is you need to just take this, and you can do the same thing with the little Bible. It just takes a little bit longer.
Takes a
you
lot
just
longer.
need a little bit
Sure.
patience.
Sure, well, that's a very practical
do this,
hint.
And
that's
after a
pretty
while,
good.
it just sits, and
Oh,
there you go.
no! You spilled coffee on Maurice's $300 shirt.
Oh, here, Al.
This is my butt, Linnell.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. I have something for that too.
Or Holly, or whatever.
Gracious. All you need to do, no.
Man,
You just take.
Oh, you have a way to fix this?
A way to fix this.
Yeah,
oh,
but you've
definitely.
got charcoal starting fluid there.
That's
Wouldn't
all
just
that
some
it takes
cold water
to get out-
soaking do the job?
No. Oh, gracious, no.
You're not going to. $300. It'll come out of my paycheck.
You just take the lighter fluid. You take the lighter fluid and you just squirt it all over the
She has
stain,
a way
just
to
like
fix it.
so.
We're fine.
And it does it so much better. It does it so much better. Okay?
So what's
And
the
all
principle
you do,
behind this?
You light the lighter
You
fluid.
actually light it?
You light the lighter fluid. That's what you do with lighter fluid, Alan.
Well, I thought maybe just the fluid itself would take it out.
No, what you do is you just light the lighter fluid, and the lighter fluid burns, but see, of course, it's not going to burn the shirt
I
off.
see. The fluid will burn, the stain will burn, but the
yes.
shirt stays intact.
The shirt, I've done this
Maurice's
so many
will never know
times.
we spilled coffee on it.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Goodness.
Somebody sabotaged our matches.
Okay, so, and you light it up, and then how long do you let it burn then?
Well, it's just not burning too well.
That'll be fine. I need more lighter fluid.
Kind of burning on it like a campfire, and I think I've got the mess a little too.
This is the director.
Yes.
There's a fire on the set.
We're just getting rid of a little stain here, Director Heather Logan. It's nothing to worry about, but don't, it's kind of getting out of control. In fact, it's getting,
Holly.
I'm getting burnt in the face.
Holly.
Get that out of here! Oh, Holly! Look at my $300. Look at that.
This is no problem,
Holly.
Alan. I just have this nice way, very practical way of getting rid of these burns.
Holly, you've done enough. Holly.
Oh,
Thanks anyways. Can we have our mic back, please? You've done enough for one night. Thank you. Holly Homemakers, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple of decades. Oh, Jill.
Al, what are you going to do now?
Oh, let's get the videotape or I'm going to cry.
Let's get right to it.
$300 down the tubes. What a mess. Oh, and it stinks in here now. We sent lightheaded player Matt Sheesby last week out to both the campuses of St. Mary's College and Winona State University to find out those college students' New Year's resolutions for 1991, as this is January, the start of 1991. First off, he starts at the campus of Winona State University, or at St. Mary's College, I'm sorry, and he shall find out all the great New Year's resolutions from St. Mary's. Then he'll go to WSU. Let's roll videotape and the New Year's resolutions as found out by Matt Sheesby. It's there somewhere.
Anyway, Sean, I'm here asking people what their New Year's resolutions were, and the clock struck midnight. You're thinking to yourself, I resolved to...
I want to eat healthily. In today's generation, lately, everyone's health conscious, so
That's
I'm
good.
going to try and cut down on
Good.
cholesterol.
And how's that been going so far?
Very good. I have my hamburger.
Hamburger, I see. Can I take a look at
And-
this? Can we get a shot of this, AJ? We got a hamburger with cheese, and it was fried, so I'm sure there's not very much cholesterol at all in there.
And I have no French fries either. It's hard to break habits, and I had almost gotten fries. I decided not to. But
I resolved to do what?
Stay up until 4.
That's an admirable quality. I like that. You didn't have any resolutions this year.
No, I didn't make any.
It must be kind of nice
I always break 'em anyway.
so perfect in every way that you can't resolve anything.
Well, I had a few, but I would have liked to have done, but I already broke those.
Well, how about spending more money? That'd be a good resolution.
Oh, no.
How about spending more money in the town of Winona? Because
No.
there's a knock on St. Mary's people that they have all this money, they spend it here. Stevenson's went
I'm
out of
broke.
business. Did you contribute at all to that?
What Stevenson?
Did you buy any clothes? Oh,
No.
I rest my case. Kelly, any resolutions for you?
No, none that I could think of.
None? Huh. Well, it just so happens I have a list. Maybe we could find one
Great.
for you.
Where were you at midnight?
I got one for you. How about you'll stop shouting, William Shatner is a stud potato next time you visit a Star Trek convention.
I am trying to lose weight.
And how's that going so far?
It's working. I'm working on it.
You want a Snickers bar?
I had one a couple minutes ago.
My New Year's resolution was to quit smoking, and I did it.
And how is that going?
It's been no problem to quit. I thought it'd be very tough, and I've gone 6 days without a smoke, and I feel better.
And you're not feeling stressed out?
Oh,
no
not at
nicotine
all.
Fits?
No, it's been no problem.
Yeah, and that's good. Are you going to ash that just on the floor?
I was thinking of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I decided to cut back on my smoking. I'm down to only a few cigarettes a day.
Yeah, how is that going? What number is this right here?
This is number 4.
Number 4. And that's down from?
From about 11 or 12 by this hour.
AJ, check it out. Reading the paper. Is that Steve Beaudry? Oh my God. Let's go get him. Steve? Steve, it is. It's Steve Beaudry, the man, the myth, the legend. Steve Beaudry, how are you?
Don't I know you?
Matt Sheesby, man on the street,
That's
light at
right,
night.
Matt. All right, how you doing?
It's great to see it. Steve, let me ask you. I'm asking people. Being a celebrity and everything, this is going to be great. This is going to look
You're a
good.
celebrity?
No, you. And we're asking people the New Year's resolutions. 1991 is here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We have the new show, Light at Night. And
That's a good show. I've seen it. That's a
Did you
really
like
good
it?
show. Really
That's
good show. Really good show.
What we're asking is New Year's resolutions. The new year came. Did you have any resolutions this year?
Well, you know, I didn't until just today. You know, I picked up the paper today and
Sports section.
Yeah.
Gee, what a coincidence.
You know, Rod Carew here, he's one of my favorite players, and he made the Hall of Fame. And I was hoping someday maybe I could get lucky and make the Hall of
And
Fame.
make the Hall of Fame?
Maybe as a
So your resolution
win.
for 1991 is to make the Hall of Fame?
Well, to make it someday. I mean...
Well then, Steve, you couldn't make the resolution now because it won't happen in 91.
Well,
the
no,
idea
right.
is to have the resolution
but the
for
idea
91.
But I have to work for it. The Hall of Fame isn't something that just comes upon you. You have
Well,
to
when
earn
you're
it.
on the
You have to earn
ballot,
it.
let's say you're on the ballot in the year 2020, and you say,
How
my
old will I be
resolution
then? I'm
for
like 50.
2020 is to make the Hall of Fame.
No, it's to make
But
the
we're
Hall of
in
Fame in that year.
1991,
No, I can
Steve.
make the Hall of Fame in that year, but I have to start now before I can get to that
But
time.
you won't get it in 91.
I know, but
So
I
how
have
can
to
it be a
start
resolution
now. I
for
have to start
91?
working for it now. Rod Carew started playing baseball on the Twins in
Yeah, but
1967.
do you think in 1967,
1967.
when someone asked Rod Carew what his resolution was, do you think he said, to make the Hall
No,
of Fame
it was to make the Twins roster as a second baseman. But then he didn't play second base. He had to move to first base. By the time he moved to first base,
I know.
they wanted more money, so he got traded to California.
Okay.
But he still wanted to make the
I'll
Hall
give you,
of Fame.
that'll be like a token resolution. If you need a little help, I got an idea for you. For 1991, Steve Beaudry resolution, okay?
All right, what?
Couple ones. One, I, Steve Beaudry, resolve to talk slower. 2, I, Steve Beaudry, promise to always agree every Sunday night with my cohorts, Matthew Sheesby and Al Light, on Sportsline.
Can I write these down?
I've also decided to try and take a shower a day, at least a shower.
One a day?
Yeah, I'm
And what
scheduled.
that's from previously taking it once every
36 hours.
Oh, okay. So that's vast and improved. Has that been
yeah.
going well?
Yeah.
Have you showered today?
No, but I got my alarm set on for 4 o'clock. So
That's
at
good,
4 o'clock,
good.
that's shower time.
Excellent,
I've got to
excellent.
get into a habit and a rut of doing things like that.
Here I am now at Winona State University. I'm here in the Crisco Commons, and I'm going to be asking the Winona State students what their resolutions were for 1991. And I hope to God I don't run into any from the suburbs of Chicago. Well, I have somebody over here. Why don't you come over here? Hi, what's your name, sir?
My name's Coy Chalgren.
And where are you from?
Forest Lake, Minnesota.
Forest Lake, Minnesota. And I'm asking people, the 1991 came, I'm asking them, what's their New Year's resolution? As the New Year's coming along, it's a new year, it's a new show, Light at Night. And I want to know what your New Year's resolution is for the up-and-coming year.
It's a hard one, but I'd have to say to get more studying done.
Spend more time studying?
Yes.
And how's that coming along so far?
Very well.
I can see that. What's your high score in this game?
I don't know. I never play this game much. I lose.
The clock struck midnight, and the first thing that pops in your mind is, I got to resolve to...
Quit smoking, I guess, was the
quit
one
smoking.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, and that's been going pretty good so far.
No, about 12:01 I started smoking again.
12:01. Well, you know, you probably had a couple drinks in you, so that was going to prompt that. That really doesn't count, right?
Right.
So after that, how's it been going? Pretty good?
No.
Not at all.
But
When's the last
I've
time
been
you had?
trying.
When's the last time you had a cigarette?
What time is it?
You got a light?
No, I don't have a light.
So you've been working real hard trying to prevent this beautiful white thing. Smell that tobacco in there, Corey. Does that smell good?
It's menthol.
You don't like menthol?
Well, I'll smoke it.
Okay. Would you like this? Would you like this cigarette?
Wow.
Would you like to break your resolution here on TV?
All right.
That's.
Do
I
you have a
like
light?
This. Oh shoot! No. Do you got a light, Megan? Oh, we got matches and everything. Here we are. New Year's resolutions at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! Another year down the tubes. Thank you very much, Carl. How do you feel?
A lot better now.
I noticed that you're sitting at Jody's desk, and is Jody going to get mad at you for this?
No, that's my second half. I parade as Jody when I'm not being Lance.
And how long have you been doing that, Lance?
Well, for as long as I can remember.
Is this a New Year's resolution kind of thing, or is this
I'm
like...
trying to break that habit.
That's your New Year's resolution. That's an admirable one. How's that been going so far?
Not too good, as you can see.
Yeah, you forgot to change your name tag.
Yeah, that's all you can see. It's not
Do you prefer being Lance or Jody?
Lance, really.
Lance? Okay. And throughout the whole new year, what would you say your percentages? You've been 50-50 Jody Lance, or has it been significant?
Well, 75 Lance, 25 Jody.
And that's down from, what was it before, in the 1990?
Oh, up to 50-50.
Wow, well, you're making great strides, and good luck to you. Congratulations on the progress, and I hope that it continues for you.
Well, thank you.
Well, we finally are done interviewing all the people from St. Mary's College and Winona State University and their college students, their New Year's resolutions. Some admirable ones, mostly from the Winona State students. St. Mary's was a different story, on the other hand. Now, I feel it's time at the end of this now. I'm going to tell you all what my New Year's resolution is. Now, I know you're all thinking, jeez, no, it can't be. You have something to resolve? Yes, it's true, I do. I, Matthew Sheesby, solemnly promise, for the 1991 New Year, that I will quit going into JCPenney's, Sears, Target, and all that brand stuff, and I promise to quit going through the bed section and ripping off all those white tags off of all the mattresses. Bye-bye.
And there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sheesby. Matt Sheesby, what did you learn?
Please, hold the applause. Thank you.
Matt Sheesby, what did you learn by going and talking to these college students about New Year's resolutions?
I learned a lot. I learned that there's a lot of nice people I met. Most people from St. Mary's, though, wanted to resolve personal things and improve themselves personally. And most people from Winona State wanted to fix themselves educationally. So there's some kind of jokes in there back and forth. You can figure them out on your own.
Review the tape several times. Quickly, you have some New Year's resolutions
as a matter
for us?
of fact,
Before you do yours, Jill, do you have a New Year's resolution for 1991?
I never make resolutions anymore because I always break them out. And I always feel like a failure.
I think you should resolve to be friendlier to your neighbor.
Ah.
Personally, for me...
I think I have a weirdo running around wanting me to call him and stuff, and I think he's my neighbor.
Personally, my resolution is to, as the host of this show, to put us in the face and brighten the day of anyone stupid enough to watch this show each and every week. That's my resolution.
That's very admirable.
Very admirable.
Yes. You know what? The majority of the people I interviewed broke all of the resolutions, but I did find 3 that did not break the resolutions. Would you like to know what they are?
Do it.
I interviewed the Winona Snow Removal Crew. This is very important. They said, we resolve to remove the snow from the side streets of Winona whenever we feel like it. They've been doing a damn good job of holding that resolution.
They've kept that resolution.
I spoke with Jerry Burns, head coach of
the Vikings.
He says, I resolve to not play the part of Sylvester Stallone's trainer in Rocky VI.
All right.
Good.
He promised me that, so we'll see till the end of the year. And number three, I spoke via satellite, our hookup link we got here at Studio 6, to Saddam Hussein, ironically enough. And he said, I resolve to not think clearly, to act in a manner that can only be construed as idiotic, and to get my butt kicked all over the Middle East by the US of A!
God bless America.
And he's holding that, let me tell you.
Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back with much more show. AJ's got a comedy bit and some great music coming up. Stay tuned. Late at Night continues.
Much better.
Morals. They're not hard to learn. We just have to teach them. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Way to Happiness Foundation. For a free information kit, call 1-800-815-0242.
You're watching TCI of Southern Minnesota Studio 6, serving Winona with the finest in local programming.
She took his hand and she led him along that golden beach. They watched the waves.
Hello and welcome back to the big show here. And we were going to call Rascals, but we're running along. We better do it next week, Jill.
Al, what else is new? You know, you extended the show for an hour so that we wouldn't go over, and we still go over.
You're getting on my case, Jill. I'm going to get on your case.
About what?
Because
I'm
I
so
brought
perfect.
this. I brought this up last week. Let's get a shot of it. And my photo's there. And once again, Jill, me in fourth grade is supposed to be accompanied, if we'll pan over, to you in fourth grade, and you're not there.
That's me.
That is not you.
I keep telling you that's me.
You are much more expensive than 2 for $5. You neglected this set. Next week, I want to see that photo.
I know, I do have the photo.
Next
My
week.
mom finally gave me the... I forgot the picture tonight.
Get it in here. We got to get it blown up.
I
Get it
know.
in here.
I
Get it in
forgot.
here.
I forgot.
We're running over. Get off
Well,
my
then quit
back.
yelling at me. Get off my back.
The Whales, they perform quite often as Rascals, as one of the owners of Rascals is Barb Tim, who is the lead singer of the band Whales, and we have a song of theirs. It is an original song, and it is entitled A Feeling I Remember. You're going to enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, The Whales!
Here it goes.
wish we could call Rascals. I'd like to call them, but we'll have to save it for next week. We're just running over here.
As usual.
Jill, once
What?
again, when I asked Jim to do a lot of things as far as making this set, Jim gets it done. When I asked Matt Bass to take some photos for our nice walls, he gets it done. When I asked Jill to get a simple photo from home, we have an empty frame.
What? Al, I've been watching this chicken going back and forth on our studio here.
They're playing with my rubber chicken. I hate when they do that. Let's take another commercial time out. Best part of the show, at least my favorite part of the show, Jill's coming up, as we're going to have a little segment we've entitled Dear AJ. But let's do the crew wheel before the ad break. What do you say?
Oh, what a quick recovery!
Al, you're the best.
It was an inspirational idea. Right here it says after ad break. Let's do it. We're running over. We got to get going.
What are you calling for?
We'll give him the phone number, crank up the wheel, give him the choices of the 6 people, guess which ones it lands on. Jim, Life is a Pitch, you missed Kristen, Keith's girlfriend, Bottleson. Jill, Hansel and Gretel, guess which one it lands on, you're going to win a free month of movie service. Matt, Smallmouth Bass. And finally, Matt Cheeseby, the sleeves, and now finally, we don't know what's going on anymore. Heather, I Like Leather Logan. Wheel spinning 452. Ooh, they're all lit up.
What do we got, Al?
Hi, you're going to get a chance to win.
Hey, Al, what's up?
Oh, this is Pat Barkley.
Here it is, Al. How's it going?
Really good. We're running out of time, so we're going to go through this quickly. Who do you want?
Kristen Keith's girlfriend.
All right, hang on the line. You're going to get a chance to win.
Hey, Al, this is Ben.
Hi, Ben. Who's it going to land on?
I'll take Matt Bass.
Matt Bass. Hang on. And finally, you're going to get a chance to win.
This is Sean. It's going to land on Matt Cheeseby.
Matt Cheeseby. Crank up the music. Let's see if we've got a winner. Slowing down. Slowing down. Heather, I Like Leather Logan. Yes. No one said Heather. They always say Heather. Why didn't you pick Heather? They pick Heather every week till it lands on her.
I don't know.
Sorry, Sean.
Yep.
Sorry about that, Ben. Ben, you always pick Heather. Why'd you deviate?
I don't know, Al. I just had some kind of...
Sorry about that. Pat, try again, all right?
And I know how the Vikings feel, Al.
Now you know how the Vikings feel. Thanks, Barkley.
For the Lions.
I tell you what, let's do a timeout now that we're done with the Studio
What about
6
free
crew.
throws? No free throws?
Real quickly, we're out of time. Heather, you going to come in and throw free throws? Maybe at the end of the show if we've got time. Let's take an ad break because I want to get Dear AJ in. Best part of the show. Stay tuned. Light at Night.
After midnight. You got your sights set on tomorrow. You got the will and you know the way. So you stay in school. So you get the tools to hit the mark in everything you shoot for. Aim high, keep moving in the right direction. Aim high, nothing can hold you back. Aim high, get the skills that give you freedom. Aim high, Air Force. Aim
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
We pledged our allegiance to it when we were young.
The flag was still there.
We studied its importance when we were in our teens.
He saw the flag.
We sing its praises at every sporting event. We display it when we celebrate.
Present.
Lower it when we mourn.
Our flag is presented on behalf of a grateful nation.
And honor our heroes with it when they've fallen. The flag of the United States of America. It stands for what we are and what we believe in. How we treat it says a lot about us.
and welcome back to Light at Night. And next on the program, you've heard of Dear Abby, you've heard of Ann Landers. Who else do you write letters to?
Dr. Lamb.
Dr. Lamb, yeah, you've heard of Dr. Lamb.
Dr. Ruth.
You've heard of Ask Mr. Millman.
No.
On
Made
David
that up,
Letterman.
didn't you?
On Letterman.
Obviously, I don't watch those trashy shows.
Well, we're the same thing, Jill.
Well, that's what I
You're
mean.
a part of this one. Anyway, we're with Matt Headroom Sheesby on camera. And let's go to our own little write-in of Dear AJ. AJ, take it away. Dear AJ.
Thank you very much, Al. And the first letter is, Dear AJ, I never thought such a demise could happen to me. You see, I'm a 28-year-old woman who has been married for 3 years. The problem started when my older brother started spending quite a bit of time with my husband. I dismissed it as male bonding, but much to my dismay, it turned out to be manly love. Anyway, my husband Rex has run away with my brother Fred. AJ, what's a woman to do? Signed, Confused, Trenton, New Jersey. Well, Confused, my advice to you is to be patient. Take him for everything he's got, and when the fag dies of a hidden sexual disease, simply laugh as loud as you can, and in the meantime seek an understanding man such as myself. Letter 2. Dear AJ, Jane and I have been friends for 15 years, but recently she has developed a problem that is out of control. Every time we're in public, she cuts the cheese. At first, I dismissed it as a reaction to delicatessen food, but it's gone much further. She has stopped visiting the deli and started visiting the doctor. The doctor prescribed the usual antacids as well as the prescription stuff, but all these have not helped, but only inflamed the problem. Oh, AJ, if she doesn't stop, I will have to dismiss what has been up to now a prosperous relationship. AJ, please help me. Signed, Help, White Bear Lake, Minnesota. Well, Help, since all the conventional remedies have proven unsuccessful, let me offer an unconventional one. Simply insert this in the trouble area, and all your problems are solved. One of these. Okay. Letter 3. Dear AJ, as a single parent of a boy, I've had my share of problems, but never have I realized the importance of a father figure until now. What started out as a boy with toy soldiers in the sandbox has turned into a man who may be responsible for the Third World War. I will not say where as to protect the privacy of my son and I, but AJ, if I had only known the importance of a man in the house, I could have ended all of this years ago. But now that the damage is done, what can I do to stop the madness? Signed, Mom, Baghdad. Well, Mom, it sounds like your lad needs a good spanking. Who, may you ask, is going to do the spanking? Why, my fatherland, of course. God, I love America. Letter 4 and the final one, thank God. Dear AJ, what I thought was a wonderful learning experience has blossomed into a nightmare. You may see I've been working at this local TV station for several years, and what I thought was a working relationship with the boss is actually a twisted forum for his sexual perversion. He's always touching me in places. Give me that.
I sent it to Dear
This is
Abby,
my
Dear
letter.
Landers, whatever that guy's on David Letterman and Dr. Lamb, but I sure as heck didn't send it here to
This
some
is my
fat,
letter.
twisted little...
Al, back to you. Back to you.
I'm innocent till proven guilty, Jill. That's a joke. I've never touched Heather in my life.
You're in so much trouble tonight.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You ruined a $300 shirt. You just got a Dear AJ letter convicting you, actually practically convicting you.
It was a joke. It was a joke. I've never touched Heather in my life. Right, John?
I hope not.
I hope not. John would beat me up.
He would beat you to a pulp.
He would beat me to a pulp. Hey, we're going to have to forego irrational fraction. We'll have it on a show in the very near future, probably next week even. Their song is a long one.
If we have
If
the
we
time.
have the time. Well, they do a long song, and
Time is
we're
a
down
scarce
to
thing
4.5
around
minutes
this.
here, Jill.
Time is a scarce thing around this place.
I know.
Even
I know,
for an hour.
I know. Jill, do you have some closing comments before we get to our plugs and all
Let's
that fun
keep this
stuff?
show a little shorter, shall we, Al? So that everything we plan,
quit
all the
griping,
meetings
Hansel.
that we have will come
Jill,
to. Okay.
Jill, when we do the show next week, could you be in a pleasant mood,
No,
please?
I will not be in a pleasant
I
mood.
see. I see.
You just, no way.
Any other closing comments?
No.
We've got a little time because we can't get to a rational fraction. Let's read our cups, Jill. I'll read mine first. We have little personalized cups. We'll get a shot of it here. And they have our names on us, Al and Jill, and what they mean, and a little poem here. And these poems are obnoxious. Quickly, Al, meaning handsome.
Right.
You're not only quite handsome, you're also quite bright. People flock to you. You're such a delight. When talking and socializing, you've got the flair for both being charming and so debonair. Your efforts in life will all turn out worthwhile while you captivate others with your cheerful smile.
Right. Right.
Quickly, Jill, we've got 2 minutes here, Jill.
Okay, Joe, meaning lighthearted.
Lighthearted.
All those
Light at night, lighthearted. Very nice.
All those who know you cannot help but feel that you have a buoyant and youthful appeal. You're so filled with energy that what you do best are activities that demand vigor and zest. You'll always be young, for your future must hold a place for a heart that will never grow old.
Yay! Lighthearted Jill. Jill, Hansel, and Gretel. Another big week here on Westmark Cable Studio 6. Lots of plugs to go over because so much is going on.
Well,
and you're all
let's
going to want to
roll
know
it
about
right
it,
along
so let's
then, Al.
do it right here. I've got it somewhere, honest. Cardinal Hockey, St. Mary's, Wednesday at 8 p.m., Thursday at 6 here on Westmark Cable Studio 6. Who are they taking on? I don't remember offhand.
UW Eau Claire.
UW Eau Claire. Should be a
Google.
good game. And the Windhawks. What an exciting basketball game last Friday for the Windhawks. Well, this Friday, we're live from their gymnasium once again as they take on another Big 9 opponent, Mankato East. Live starting at 7:20 p.m., replayed Saturday at 5 p.m. Minnesota Gopher basketball versus Michigan State, live Saturday at 12 noon. We're right on time here, Jill. And also Saturday
Right
at
on
7
time.
p.m., you can watch Indiana versus Iowa. So a lot of great Big Ten basketball. Football.
Let's get football out of our mind.
Yeah, let's do it for sure.
Uh-oh.
Starting to beat that me. The Royal Rumble World Wrestling Federation pay-per-view event, January 19th. That's Saturday also. 452-6040 during business hours to order. Sports Talk and Sports Line, Sunday at 7 and 7:30 p.m. respectively on Sunday. Be there. Aloha. For everyone here,
Aloha.
good night. Jonathan, we'll see you next Monday night for our third installment of Light at Night. Good night. About 30-second short.
Glaucoma doesn't give you any warning. Get your eyes examined. Don't lose sight of glaucoma.
You're watching TCI of Southern Minnesota Studio 6, serving Winona with the finest in local programming.